Hello and welcome to another macro screencast. This time I'm demonstrating just a single macro, MultiSwitch. This is a text changing macro, and like Fredit, if you know it, it's a content-free macro. In other words, it's up to you to determine what gets changed to what. So like Fredit, it changes words and phrases, but it does so locally, not globally. You click in a word, run the macro, and it changes that word or phrase to something else. So let me show you. You click in the word which, you run the macro, and it gets changed to that. Continually, maybe that ought to be continuously. Maybe that shouldn't be are, but it should be is. And it's up to you to set the list of what you want to change to what. And here's the list on the right hand side. Expand it a bit, and there are lots of different things that you might want to change from one thing to another, and there they are. This word last, if we try that one, that's a bit different, because if you look at the bottom of the list there on the screen, you've got last, past, final, previous. So what that's doing is saying that we've got three alternatives for the word last, and suppose I decide I want past, so number one, return, so it changes last into past. And the other thing to mention is that I use it for abbreviations. So if I want to type the word language, I do LA and then just run the macro, or RC and run the macro, and you get reference checker. And as you can see, when I do use it, the list moves to that particular word in the list, and so if I want to add something else or change it, maybe I decide a reference checker should be hyphenated, so I've changed that in the list so that when I do RC this time it changes to reference checker. So it's just an easy way to change anything to anything. It's got other bells and whistles, but I'm not going to bore you with them now. If you think the macro would be valuable for the way you want to work, then you can easily read the instructions in my book and see what else it can do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you find this macro as useful as I do.